Hello everyone and welcome back to the J2 Gaming channel and welcome to the new series Wheel of Franchise. Now I know I haven't posted in a long time, but this new series is going to be a staple of this channel and it is going to be amazing, guys. Basically, what we are going to be doing this series is we are going to be using wheels to determine how our franchise plays out. As you can see in this video, we are going to have two wheels. The team wheel, as you can see here, with all 32 teams and 4 wildcard spots, and the position wheel, as you can see here, with about 12 positions and 2 wildcard spots. Basically, what we're going to do in this first video is go into a fantasy draft. We are going to spin both wheels to determine what player we get. We are going to take that player and build this team. We are going to do that for 36 rounds probably, and aim to get 36 players on the team before we let the auto draft take all the backups. So guys, before we jump into the fantasy draft, just a couple things. If you're excited for this video and the series, please like and subscribe. But also, this is going to be an all-Madden series. It's going to be challenging. I'm going to kind of be acting as the head coach, so I'm going to let my offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator make the play calls, meaning I'm not going to audible too much, I'm not going to pick my own plays. It's going to be very realistic, it's going to be very challenging, because I can guarantee you, most teams are going to be an 85 overall after this fantasy draft, and we are probably going to sit around a 78 overall. So this could be very, very challenging. But if you guys are excited, like I said, please leave a like and subscribe, and let's jump right into it. So here we are, guys, at pick 28 in the first round. This is going to be our first chance to draft someone. And if you guys didn't understand the premise before, you are going to understand shortly. Here we go. We are spinning the team wheel. Like I said, this is going to determine what team we take a player from. And we are going to get the either Miami Dolphins or Vikings. It's going to be the Miami Dolphins. So any player from the Miami Dolphins, except they have to be from the position that this position wheel gives us. Let's see what position we get. Interior linebacker. Now, we are playing in a 4-3, so that's most likely going to be a middle linebacker, but it could also be a right outside or a left outside, depending on if the team plays a 4-3. So let me look up the Miami Dolphins linebackers. I immediately think Jerome Baker, but I know he isn't good. He's definitely not worth a first-round pick, so this could be bad. And man, oh man, was I correct. Jerome Baker, middle linebacker for the Dolphins, 25 years old, 79 overall, bronze development. Maybe the only thing saving him is 88 speed, but for a first-round pick, this is already horrible. You guys are going to see how this goes. It's not going to go well, as you can tell, but let's move on to the second pick. And here we are spinning the team wheel again for our second pick. I would love wild card. It does not. Remember, guys, if we land on wild card, we can pick any team we want, and then the position wheel will tell us what position. So if we got wild card and then safety, it would be any safety from any team. But instead, we get the Denver Broncos. Let's see what we can get here. Position wheel is spinning, and of course I want wild card. Specialist is the worst, wild card is the best, and we get running back. So close to QB. Russell Wilson was probably off the board, so that probably would have been bad, but I'll take Javonte Williams here. Man, Javonte Williams only being a star development running back at 83 overall kind of seems low for him. But this could have been a way worse pick. It's already better than our first pick was, so let's go ahead and take him and hope it keeps getting better. For instance, we could get QB next round for the Falcons, and we'd have to take Marcus Mariota or Desmond Ridder. That would be bad. Let's hope something like that doesn't happen. And the team wheel is spinning here, guys. Hopefully we can get a good team. Wild card, we hope. Instead, it is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see what position we get. And the position wheel is spinning. You guys are going to hear those words a lot. And we are going to get edge. At least we have gotten 3 different positions. I have done this a couple times due to recording failures. And sometimes I got 6 or 7 of the same position. So thankfully, 3 different positions in 3 rounds. We can do something with this. And guys, this is going to be our best pick by far so far. Danielle Hunter from the Vikings, only 27 years old, superstar development, 86 overall, by far our best pick. It comes in round 3. Just imagine, we probably could have gotten a 95 overall in the first round. Instead, our best player is an 86. We are screwed, but at least this helps us a little bit. All right, guys, round 4, our 4th pick overall, and we are going to get the New York Jets. Hey, maybe Zach Wilson's on the board. If we get QB here, that'd be huge. All right, let's pray Zach Wilson's on the board and we get QB here. It's not going to be QB. It's going to be tight end. That is not great. I mean, they do have a couple tight ends, Tyler Conklin, CJ Uzama, but this could have definitely been better. And guys, Tyler Conklin will be the pick here, just slightly better than CJ Uzama and a little bit younger. 79 overall vertical threat. He is only 82 speed, but hey, this could have been worse. Not great. Would have loved QB there, but we move on. All right, guys, and this is going to be the last pick I show you before we do a little montage. I will bring you guys back, but this is going to be the last one for about 5 or 6 picks, and we get Green Bay Packers. I hope you guys are excited for the montage. It'll make things go a little bit quicker, but I'll bring you guys back if anything important happens, like a wild card on the team wheel, or if we get a really good player. All right, Green Bay Packers, give me something good here. Aaron Rodgers is, of course, off the board. It's going to be interior O-line. This could be good. They do have some great players at interior O-line. So, slightly bad news, guys. The Green Bay Packers' actual interior O-linemen are not great, the highest being a 73 overall. However, Elgin Jenkins is an 85 overall, and while he is listed in the game at right tackle, he does play guard sometimes on the Green Bay Packers, and did a lot last year. Now, I know this is a little bit of cheating, but I am going to take Elgin Jenkins, and we are going to be excited about that. He will play interior O-line on the team because that is what we drafted him as. But because he's a right tackle, I just wanted to let you guys know this is a little bit of cheating, but I make the rules. This is my series. If you cry about it, go cry about it in the comments. Elgin Jenkins, 26 years old, 85 overall. Thank you. Welcome to the team. There's some things I want to point out. We have 0 quarterbacks on the team. We have not picked quarterback once on the wheel. That is bad. If we look at quarterbacks here, the highest overall is Kirk Cousins, then Matt Ryan, and then it goes down to 72s overall. So hopefully we can get a team like the Steelers and get Kenny Pickett, maybe the Panthers and get Matt Corral, maybe the Packers and Jordan Love, or the Commanders and Sam Howell. Something like that would be great. Obviously, the best thing that could happen is that we would get wild card, and could pick anyone we wanted. Now, the only other thing to really point out here is that we have no corners. That is also wildly important. Having no corners is insanely bad. As you can see, all the good ones are gone, and we are pretty much into the 80 overall range and going down to 70s. So we definitely need to change that. But I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I'm going to let you get back to the sped up wheel spins and picking, and I'll bring you guys back if something important happens. So, guys, I know it's only been one pick, but this is huge. If you look at the team wheel, we just got wild card. That means we can take the position from any team. Now, what could happen here is if we get a wild card on the position wheel, we could get any player in the NFL left on the board. That would be huge. Let's see what happens. And here we go. Wheel is spinning. We hope for a wild card, but is it gonna get wild card? No way, no way. Stop, stop, stop. No way. It was less than an inch from wild card. Oh my gosh. Instead, we're taking anyone on the interior D line. Oh, that was so close. Guys, the pick here is going to be Osa Digazua for the Cowboys. A good power rushing defensive tackle. That could have been so much better, but we'll take it, I guess. Alright guys, as you just saw there, we got Panthers wild card, and this was really a hard decision that was made easy. Dante Jackson and JC Horn both off the board. We still have no corners, but we also don't have a quarterback, and guess who is the backup quarterback for the Carolina Panthers? That would be Matt Corral. 67 overall rookie, only normal development, but it's got pretty good stats, including 84 speed. We don't have a quarterback. We have to take him. Welcome, Matt Corral. You are the new starting quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome back, guys. We are halfway there once we finish this pick. It's been hard going as we get the Rams. I mean, let's just take a look at our positions that we have drafted. We finally figured out the QB problem. However, we have no tackles, because if you remember, our right tackle, if you look over on the left side of the screen, is going to play right guard for us. So we have no tackles. We only have one wide receiver. And on the defensive side of the ball, we only have one corner. And we basically only have one edge rusher. So this could definitely be better. It's not going too horrible until the last pick. The last pick was so bad in Cade Otton. I mean, he probably won't even find a job on this team. But let's see what we get with the Rams pick here, marking the halfway point. Position wheel is spinning. It's going to be interior linebacker. Bobby Wagner's off the board. I probably could not name you another interior linebacker. I just don't know, but let's see who it is and who we are picking here. Ernest Jones is going to be the pick here. While he is only a 73 overall normal development player, he is only 22. 82 speed is quite slow. No power finesse moves, but decent zone coverage. He's actually not that bad of a pickup, and he does mark the halfway point. You guys are going to get another montage. I don't want to bore you guys with the wheel spinning. You get to see it, but it goes a little bit quicker than it is for me. So let's pick up Ernest Jones, and let's get to the second half of the draft.
All right, guys. So, we got Ernest Jones. He's going to be the pick here. While he is only a 73 overall normal development player, he is only 22. 82 speed is quite slow. No power finesse moves, but decent zone coverage. He's actually not that bad of a pickup, and he does mark the halfway point. You guys are going to get another montage. I don't want to bore you guys with the wheel spinning. You get to see it, but it goes a little bit quicker than it is for me. So let's pick up Ernest Jones, and let's get to the second half of the draft.
Welcome back, guys. We are halfway there once we finish this pick. It's been hard going as we get the Rams. I mean, let's just take a look at our position. We have Dante Jackson and JC Horn both off the board. We only have one wide receiver. And on the defensive side of the ball, we only have one corner. And we basically only have one edge rusher. So this could definitely be better. Welcome back, everyone. As you can see, the wheel is spinning. I just wanted to bring you guys back for the last three picks as we get the Chargers. I just thought it'd be a little bit special if I had you guys together with me for the last three picks. And we are going to get Charger Specialist. So I already did get Specialist once, but Specialist basically means kick returner, punt returner, long snapper, kicker. So the Chargers kick returner and punt returner is actually DeAndre Carter, and luckily we got this on this spin because he is almost gone. So luckily we got him here, 29 years old. Not the greatest pick, but it will do, and we have two more picks left. The reason we are only doing 36 picks is because usually after round 36, it's just, in the 60 overalls, guys that won't matter and guys that you don't know. So we might as well skip that part. Make it a little bit easier on me, make it a little bit easier on you guys as we get the Detroit Lions here. And from the Detroit Lions, I don't know what I want. This team is honestly pretty well rounded. And of course, we get specialists. We might be taking a kicker here because I already got Lions kick returner. Maybe we get their punt returner. I don't know. Well, guys, unfortunately for me, Justin Jackson is the punt returner, and he is a 74 overall running back. And as you can see, he is not on the board here. The Lions kick returner is Khalif Raymond, who we already took. So now we are deciding between Jack Fox and Austin Cyber. And to me, that's an easy pick. Jack Fox, while being a bit older as a punter, has 95 kick power with superstar development. 26 is actually younger than I thought. This is not a horrible pick. I definitely didn't want to go punter, but this could have been a worse punter. And the final pick before we simulate the last 20 or so picks in the draft will be, oh, this is poetic. It's going to be wild card. We get to pick from any team. That's great. And come on, Wheel, why don't we just make the last pick wild card, really go all out? We do not. I would have preferred QB as we already have a lot of running backs, but we do get running back. Right, guys, the pick here is going to be Bryce Love, only 25 years old with 92 speed. That is going to wrap up our draft. And now we are going to simulate the last 20 or so picks, see what we get, and then I'm going to do a wrap up. Alright guys, the draft has been simulated, and as you can see, we have a 75 overall offense, 76 overall defense for a 75 overall total. The Lions, who we are versing in preseason week 1, are an 81 offense, an 84 defense, and an 82 overall. I would say most other teams are going to be around an 84 and an 85. I'd say the Lions are probably a bit low. They probably have younger players that with good development traits, which is why they're a bit lower. But let us go ahead and look at the team. Now, we only drafted one quarterback, so it'll be interesting to see who we have at quarterback here. We have Matt Corral, Jake Fromm, James Morgan. So, of course, Matt Corral was our pick. He is definitely going to be the starter. And Jake Fromm and James Morgan are just auto-drafted. They're not bad. They could both find a place on our team or the practice squad. We'll see what happens. But let's move on to running back. Now, running back, these are all players we drafted. And I actually love our running back position. Javonte Williams, a good young power back. Cam Akers, our more elusive speed back. Matt Breida is okay. He's got some speed to him. And Bryce Love, being a good young 25-year-old with only 3 years of experience, is good. Fullback, I'm assuming nothing, of course. Wide receiver, this is where it could look a little bad. We have Quez Watkins, DeAndre Carter, Khalif Raymond, and Alec Pierce, along with Danny Gray. Those are the guys we drafted. We also get Damian Ratley, 27-year-old with 91 speed, which is okay. I would say our receiving core is okay because we do have some speed on it. Quez Watkins with 98 speed and Danny Gray with 94. They're only 23 and 24. If we can get them a lot of touches, they'll develop well. And Khalif Raymond and DeAndre Carter should be good kick returners, while Alex Pierce is a rookie with 92 speed and a big body. That's pretty good as well. Moving on to tight end and the offensive line. These three tight ends, of course, we all drafted. Tyler Conklin early, Kyle Rudolph late, and Cade Otton in the middle. We actually got Buccaneers tight ends twice, and I picked Cade Otton over Kyle Rudolph. and we'll see how that goes. I did not notice, but Kyle Rudolph has some great catching stats. Might be a guy we target in the red zone, but Cade Otton definitely is the future at tight end on this team. Moving on to left tackle, we got a auto draft pick in Cornelius Lucas and Larry Borum. Honestly, I don't hate that. We definitely needed some tackles, so getting some good depth there is good. At left guard, we got Aaron Banks, who we drafted early, probably one of the worst picks in the draft due to how early we took him. At center, Andre James. He was actually a pretty decent pick where we took him in the draft, young, 71 overall. Ed Ingram we took, and Danny Pinter we took. Ed Ingram is just okay. He's a bad pass blocker, so maybe Danny Pinter actually starts over him. We'll see. And then at right tackle, we have Elgington Jenkins, who of course we're going to move on the inside. And then we picked up Spencer Brown. Let's move on to the defense. On the defensive side of the ball, we actually did not pick a single left end. Tano, James, and DeAndre Sinat are all auto picks. DeAndre Sinat actually is more of a D tackle than he is a left end, while the other two are more left ends in our 4-3 system. Moving on to right end, we picked Robert Quinn, and then Ben Banagu is a auto-drafted player, but not bad. 70 overall at 26 years old with the future starter tag is not too bad. Moving on to D-tackle, we only took one in Osa Odighizuwa. Taylor Stallworth and Cedric Lattimore are auto-drafted players. They might find the team. They might not. We'll see in the next episode. Left outside linebacker, these guys are going to move down to edges because we play in a 4-3, is Daniil Hunter, who we took, probably our best pick of the draft, and Ronnie Perkins, who's a good young experimental edge. Moving on to our inside linebackers, we got Jerome Baker and Ernest Jones. That's actually not a bad pairing. And then Jabril Cox, a good young player that can lay the boom, and Blake Lynch. Those guys will play our linebacking position. So Ernest Jones will probably move to right outside linebacker and Jabril Cox to left outside, but we'll see how that goes. At right outside linebacker, we got Jalen Phillips, who will play an end for us. Again, we're on the 4-3. And I kind of forgot about Akeem Davis-Gaither, but he will play a linebacking position. He is an inside linebacker for the Bengals, and he's actually really good in pass coverage and with speed. And then another auto-drafted player to wrap it up. Let's move on to the secondary. Moving on to the secondary, the cornerbacking position is really the weak part of our team. We took Isaiah Oliver, Kyler Gordon. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to try. I think we took Jalen Watson and Amik Robertson, and then Alan George is a auto draft pick. As you can see, not a single player over 75 overall, but also not a single player over the age of 25. That means some good development. Hopefully these guys can develop into something. At free safety, we actually got Dax Hill. That is a really good pick. A rookie with unknown development. It's probably star and 21 years old. That's a really good pick. And then Deion Bush and Joshua Bledsoe. Both not great picks, but Deion Bush, one of the worst picks we got for sure. Moving on to strong safety to wrap us up. Probably our other best pick besides the edge rusher from the Vikings we got is Justin Reed. And then Derek Forrest we also took. 91 speed could be big. And then a auto-drafted player in Sam Franklin Jr. At kicker and punter, we have Jack Fox. No kicker yet. We will probably sign one in free agency. But guys, that is going to be the first episode of Wheel of Franchise. If you guys are excited, please leave a like and subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned as the next episode will be signing free agents, making some trades, and playing the preseason games. If you guys have liked this, please like and subscribe. This has been J2 Gaming. I hope you guys have a great day.